Hey, fellow engineers, it's me, Mario. I'm once again back. I'd like to discuss a very interesting game that was posted on the Discord Barrage channel. I have just 1 hour, so it's going to be um, a sort of a speedrun commentary on the game. How I'm going to structure it, I'm going to focus. First off, I'm going to focus on what I focus at the start of each game, trying to discuss real quick about the board state, the setup, and things like that. Then I'm going to discuss once again when players has chosen their factions because it's an auction game. I will discuss briefly what I would do if I was in um, some of those players' shoes. And then I will discuss briefly the action they're going to take. And at the beginning of each round, I'm going to discuss once again what I would like to do and reset my um, preconceived strategies because I have to adapt them to what the players are actually doing. And then I will hopefully, since I have 1 hour, do a very fast comment on the overall game after everything is said and done. This is an expansion game with an auction with all the new executives, even though there's none of them in the game. Oh yeah, there's Luciani. Um, yeah, there's that. So let's see what we are looking at right now. So here's the board state. Hope you can see it. It should be enlarged later on once all the factions are chosen. What I look first and foremost is the round bonus track to see if it's possible to produce right at the start or if it's better to wait till the second or even to the third round. Here it looks like it can be a very good game for people starting to produce early. There's a Conduit scoring bonus as the first one, which is pretty easy to set up for, especially since there's a contract for a free Conduit over here. There's the elevation on the second round. It's not ideal. Maybe it can be skipped. Maybe you can just produce just a bit to not lose points if you've already been producing on the first one. The third one is actually bases, which is good if you're doing a base rush. So a base rush strategy is pretty doable here, I think, on the third round and on the fourth round. And on the fourth round, I think, are the two sweet spots for a guys going for a lot of bases early on because you can set up for 4 bases on the third round and also get a conduit somehow to produce just a bit. You just need 6 to get a lot of points. Then there are powerhouses. Powerhouses on the fourth round is very good if you start producing right at the start, or if you got, of course, a powerhouse tile. There is none on the first round, so people will have to wait at least in the second round to get one. It's good because if you're not producing till the third round, normally you wait to get powerhouses out, so you probably just have 2, sometimes 3. But I think if you start producing right at the start, you can get up to 4 by the fourth round. If it was on the fifth round, I don't think that's a big thing because I think everybody can reach 4 by the fifth round. But on the fourth round, I think it's good if you start producing at the start. And of course, there's contracts as the last round bonus. This is just ideal for people producing often. It also makes like Luciani a bit better. Luciani is one of the worst executives in my opinion, so it makes him a bit better. Taking a look at the setup real quick, there is Elevation 1. Elevation 1 is always good. In this game is not particularly good. You don't actually plan to produce on the second round often enough with the Elevation 1. You really want to start off building a lot and unlocking a lot of bonuses. It can be done, and it's always a very strong tile. It's just not at its best. It's not going to be broken in this game. And then there are 2 other very good tiles. Conduit 1 is actually very good in this game if you want to start producing because there's this tile out. And this one is very good for base rush, which we already agreed that it's going to be pretty good. So there's that. The 3 works are also pretty good. This one is the trickiest one to use, potentially one of the strongest ones, but it requires you to get a mech production, if not right at the start, at least on the second round. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind. 2 grays is a big cost, but it can actually help. Like for France, it's pretty good because it pays for itself almost. You just build the base, then get a second base with this one, and it's pretty much paid for. This one can be good. It's normally good after you've built your first powerhouse, but depending on how you want to set up things, it can be good. Alright, at the start, it's not one of my favorite, those. In this game, it can be good, though. With this one, later on, you can start off by getting a powerhouse and using this one, or doing the opposite if it doesn't change because you plan to unlock the whole wheel. So it doesn't matter if you save one gray or not. This one is a wild card. It's just pretty good for everybody. It's still not an easy cost for some factions. Um, one gray, but it's still very strong. As far as private buildings are concerned, there is no scoring for private buildings, so people might ignore them. This one is terrible. This one can be decent. This one is most of the time a stinker, but it's good for points later on. This one is very good in the late game. I think in pretty much all the game I've been into, this one has been built by at least one player, and this one is just very good. This one is just very, very, very good right at the start. I think that some factions can use it better than than other ones, but it's just a very good thing to go for. So will definitely fit into one of my openings if I was in these players. As far as the combos go, well, Solomon is pretty terrible, but if you do 2 bases on the first round, maybe it can work. It's probably it's one of the best combos here. Let's see. Yeah, because France is just a better nation than Italy, and Luciani is on par with Solomon in my opinion. It's not great, but in this game it can actually be a bit better because of this round scoring. So probably I think these two are definitely the worst ones, but probably this one is a bit better than this one, so I'd expect to start with this one, which means that getting elevation 1 with Italy and Solomon is not actually great. So I don't know if I would do that. I mean, elevation 1 is still elevation 1, but since I think this faction is going to be the starter one, even without looking at the other combos, I don't think that elevation 1 will be great for this player. I would actually probably take wildcard 1 or even Conduit 1 if I was in Italy starting off, which is pretty crazy. Then there USA plus Krylov, probably the best. Not much to say about it. USA plus Krylov is pretty good. You can either go for a base rush somehow, or you can just go base elevation and unlock the back income, which is pretty good. Or you can also do other openings. I think it's just good. In general, USA is also pretty good with external works because they give you coins right at the start of the game. Most of them. I mean, not this one. But most of them give you coins, and I think USA main problem is coins in the early game. Then Germany's plus... Oh, there's Mahiri. Well, Mahiri is pretty much only copying Krylov in this game most of the time. Sometimes it might copy this guy if you happen to have like 2 yellow contracts and you want to fulfill them both. I still think it's USA plus Krylov is going to be the first pick, I think, here from the 4th player. Let's see. Oh, hey, Swaxis. I'll be there if you want some explanation moves. Swaxis is one of the players, and spoiler alert, he's the winner because he posted the game, so I know that he's going to be the winner. I don't know how the other players are going to end up scoring. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna need the help of Swaxis, but it's for sure nice to have him here. Oh, hey, Patrick! There's also Patrick. I like having Patrick here. Patrick is a very strong Great Western Trail player and just an overall good Euro player. And a lot of the other guys from the channel. Welcome all, guys. I didn't expect people this early in the morning, but of course, I'm in Europe. And again, I've already wasted like 15 minutes of my hour, so let's just start. I expect 4th place to be bid most. Probably something like 5 or 6 points. 3rd will be my 2nd best spot. 1st would actually be not that great in this game, in my opinion. And 2nd is maybe the worst position possible. I think it's a toss-up. I would bid a lot for the 4th spot here, I think. Let's see if the players agree with me. So red agrees with me. Green, which is Swaxis also, bids for 3rd. I think he's just fine with Germany plus Mahiri. That's fine. I would still try to outbid the 4th player. Let's see. Blue bid for 4th. Yellow bids for 1st. This is pretty surprising. Okay, I'm gonna kick somebody out. Promotion from your channel. Yeah. Ban. You're banned. Goodbye. Anyway, let's keep going. Third. That's very surprising. I wouldn't be 1 for third without outbidding the fourth player, but Swaxis still likes third more than fourth. Still very surprising. The fourth spot, in my opinion, is very good also because you always get this contract, which is amazing. It's so much better than the other ones that I think the fourth position is the best one. Okay, these two players still keep outbidding. Blue goes back to third spot. It's a bit surprising. Ah, yeah. Now Swaxis is back on the fourth one. Let's see what red does. Red comes up to 6. Swaxis back to 4 for third. And I think we're good to go. All right, I think I would like to be in Red's shoes here. I'm pretty sure he's just going to be USA plus this contract. Yeah, that's it. So pretty sure Swaxis is going to just pick Germany plus Mahirim. Then it's probably going to be France, but yeah, okay, it's France. All right, so all the faction are set up as I thought they were. All right, so now we have the whole game on the same screen, which is pretty good. It seems to be lagging again. While I'm playing alone, it's not lagging this much. So hopefully we'll be able to finish it in 1 hour. We might not be able to. It's very unfortunate that it's this low. I think it's because of OBS. Again, when I play alone, it's not that slow. Let's try to shut off YouTube and the music and see if it goes a bit faster. Green, which I should just call him Italy, took elevation 1. Again, elevation 1, it's pretty rare that elevation 1 is a wrong choice, but I think here I would actually choose any of the other 2 tiles above it. Probably Conduit 1. I think I would definitely go Conduit 1 actually with Solomon here. I would go for a production, placing a conduit here, powerhouse here, then conduit here, and start producing. I think that's a very reasonable start. It's also reasonable to go down here, but you're pretty much sure that you are going to get cover over here. The good thing when you start off in the hills is that you don't get cover. But, he chose elevation 1, so he's probably just gonna go for a base. If it was El Bobo, I don't know what I would pick. Probably I think I would pick this one. Go for a lower base. Go for an upper base. Then go for this one. And take whatever is left between these two. Just by getting 1 coin. It has to be this one. I think that would be my opener. But let's see what he does. Okay, he picks this one. I think it's reasonable. Going for a base rush is very reasonable in this setup. It's not good with Luciani, but I think here the choice can be that he just goes with friends and ignore Luciani. Let's see what Swaxis. I expect him to take Conduit 1, but he might go for the contracts. The contracts are very good here. Like 2 flick structures out. I think that's pretty bonkers. Alright, he takes the Conduit 1. Conduit 1 is not as good with Germany as with the other factions. Because the first unlock is not good, but I know that Swaxis likes a lot going for a conduit rush, so I would really like to see what he does with it. I'm pretty sure he's just going to be the one producing here. I don't see the other players going for production. USA is still left, but with Krylov, I think they would go for either base plus elevation, or double base, or maybe something weird. We'll see. That's what I would set for. So let's see what USA does next. Starts building. Let's see if it's a base or what. It's not a base. Oh! He starts off with loan agency. I think it's justifiable. I don't think it's great with Krylov here, but I think it's possible to make it work. I don't think it's great just because it's going to be hard to use the Krylov tile, but I think it's justifiable. So, loan agency, pretty good. Let's see, he's just gonna go for a base here. It's going to be probably here, I think, that's the best spot. Let's see if he agrees with that. Right, that's a base. Oh good, oh good. Down here, I don't love it, but I mean, it's okay. As of now, I'm not sure I'm in love with what he's doing. Let's see what the Bobo does next. He should build a base down here. That's what I would do. Base down here, and then you have all the 3 upper spots you can go for with wildcard 1. Instead, he's using... I think this is a mistake. I think this is a mistake, actually. He might want to get some water from probably Swaxis that he's going to produce over here. I still think this is pretty clearly a mistake, in my opinion. I would go for a double base here. Otherwise, I don't know why he took wildcard 1. I mean, you could have just built this base by paying. Because I expect this lot to be taken by somebody. So Axis is going to take the 2 very good contracts. He's setting up for an early production. It doesn't seem like anybody else is going for it, so makes sense. Makes sense. 2 other contracts. Let's see what USA does next. It's going to build, and I think at this point is going to be a base down here. Let's see if he agrees with me. And nothing else makes sense to me. Like, he's only got 5 browns, so I think it's a base down here. I mean, you can place it 1 in an upper spot, but if you went for loan agency, I think you really want to keep your money. Also, this one is going to screw France. Again, I think that France just misplayed. Probably he's going to go for 2 fast elevations. Yeah, it seems like this is what he's going to do. The problem with this start with Italy is that you're left with no cash, and after you've used your 6 engineers for base elevation, you already got all the spins that you want because the base already spinned out of the wheel. As you're going to see, it's going to be 1, 2, and then 2 extra. 1, 2. Maybe it's not going to spin out. Maybe I miscounted. It should spin out. It's over here, then down here. No, it's not going to spin out. But anyway, you're not going to need many spins. So I don't know what you're going to do with the other 6 guys. Probably just take some contracts? I don't know about that. Let's see what France is going to do next. France is building... What is he building now? Powerhouse? Down here? Over here? Okay. Is he going to produce through a level 1 conduit? Which contract does he got? This one? Maybe he really wants... I mean, it's good somebody's contesting Swaxis here. I'm just not sure. What? I think actually this one makes sense now. He's probably scared that France might get it, plus the level 1 conduit. And also by going this way, he got... Well, he's going to place it over here, I'm pretty sure. I mean, nothing else would make sense. Yeah. I was afraid that USA will get the external work since they have loan agency. I don't think USA will ever get that one, honestly, here. If I was USA, I'm looking at this one, probably. My plan with USA right now will be to get 1 brown, build the base, get a coin, and get this one. I think that will be my plan. But I actually think that it's still a great move, Swaxis, because now you can get 2 powerhouses. So even if France is going to produce, you still can fulfill one of the level 6 contracts. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be the conduit. So I actually still like it. It's okay since there's PH scoring. Yeah, I still don't love this work early on. I think it's a big cost if you cannot get max. Let's see what USA does next. Let's see if he's going to do what I think he's going to do or not. Oh, yeah, he's going to go for the plan that I think I would have gone for. So he's going to go for the second base over here, get a coin and get this one. I think I like it. So at this point, he's just gonna go for that. I really don't like this Italy's opener with elevation 1, which is why I wouldn't have gotten elevation 1, I think. Yeah. It's going to be 1-2. Actually, it's not going to spin out, but almost. Oh no, it's going to spin out. I miscounted because he has the. Oh, I counted correctly in the beginning. He has the income. So what are you gonna do with these four guys left? Probably get coins. It sucks though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Italy start here. He's a player who likes auctioning for elevation 1 for the better for the worse. Alright, good to know. Soxis knows a lot of players, apparently. So, actually, thanks for the explanation. I think this guy is going to go, France is going to go for the level 1 conduit at this point. Uh, he might have gone for an elevation, but after this powerhouse, yeah. He's going to produce for Lidl. Probably he wants to actually get this 5 coins contract or something. Maybe he really wants to score though, so he might take this one or just fulfill. Oh no, he needs this one to score. So probably he's going to take this one. I really don't like France's opener. I like USA opener a lot. I like Swaxis opener a lot. I don't like. Yeah, of course, Swaxis is going to go for the extra drop. But he was not in a rush because nobody was actually looking like they were contesting the faster drop. Maybe USA will take the double drop, depending on how the boards develop. France should have went with base rush. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I totally agree. USA is going to build their other base here. Yeah, I really like USA opener. Honestly, it's more. It's very close to what I would have done. I think. I think I would have started with a base and not with loan agency, but it makes sense. I mean, sometimes loan agency is contested, so if you really want to take it, you better take it early. Normally, I like the base more in that position. Yeah, Italy is just taking 3 coins. Why is he keeping one guy? Just for one spin? I would go for one spin first. What, for one contract? I don't know. I don't know. So France at this point probably will take this contract. It's a very weak plan in my opinion, but that's what he's gonna do. Let's see. It's very slow. I don't think I will be able to finish in time, unfortunately. But we'll see. We'll see what I can do. I have to confirm or not. This contract is actually pretty good. So at this point, Swaxis is just going to go for the conduit, the level 2 conduit, which is pretty good. Swaxis is also going to build it 2 times only this round, but since he's going to get a free structure from the contract, that's alright. And also he's going to also get 2 powerhouses. Powerhouses, they are structures. They're not good in multiples in the early game unless you have a strong plan. Like right now, Swaxis has a strong plan. I think he's going to place the second one. It's either down here to annoy the other player and maybe get a free production from down here. But I think he's going to set up for the second system. So it's either here, probably here, just because it's a single spot that doesn't cost coins. So I think it's either down here or over here, the second powerhouse. He might go for one over here, but I think it's actually a weak plan. I like when this base is over here. I like when you build over here, because later on you might build the level 3 conduit to use the neutral base, but I think it's a weak play here to focus on that. But he might go for it just because he's got the free conduit. Actually, this position is also pretty decent. So he might go for this position instead. USA got a single coin. Yeah, he's definitely going to go for this one. And he's probably going for some spins after that. But he doesn't need them. We'll see. So let's see what Italy does with the last one. What? I don't really like this play. Like, he's out of coins going into the next round. He will not be able to afford any tile. I don't know what his plan is, honestly. I don't know what his plan is. I really don't like Italy's position here. I would never use 4 guys to just get a single gray. I think it's a weak play. Let's see what France does next. Yeah, he's going to produce. to get the points from the round scoring. I think this is also not a strong play. I mean, they're all very good rated players, so I'm actually a bit surprised by what they are doing, but yeah. So he's going to fulfill the small contract. He's going to go up here. Yeah, that's what he did. So he got some points, but I don't think points are what you want at the beginning of the game unless you also have a plan. Like Swaxis's plan is he's still unlocking an income and getting points, and he's going to get a lot of points on the first round. So that's actually pretty good. So he's going to build. I still think he's probably going to place it here to build a level 3 conduit here. But again, I think this position is also open, and this one will be good for the late game. I don't know. This is speculative. This is also speculative. This is certain, but not amazingly strong. So let's see where he places it. Kinda curious. All right, he's also saying that it's played fast speed, so not all the moves are optimal. Yeah. All right, he's gone down here. It's one of the 3 positions we envisioned. I don't think it's very strong, but it's speculative. It may be good in the future. We'll see. And it's also annoying other players, I think. So, let's see. Yeah, USA is going to get the spins from the external work. Yada yada, makes sense. They may go for the 3rd build, for the 4th build here. But I don't think it's incredibly strong. They are not going to unlock any income by doing that. So I'm kind of curious. It's probably just to get other spins. That's not ideal either. Another base, it's impossible for them. So yeah, let's see what USA is going to do. But I really like USA opener. France is going to get a single spin, right? Because they are out of coins. It's very slow. Why is it this low? I just think that my PC is not good enough. When I'm playing alone, it's pretty good. But by using OBS, it just slowed down a lot. So Swaxis is going to produce 6. At this point, he's not going to place a conduit over here. It's pretty easy to see. I think it's going to place it down here because maybe somebody will use it. Still not great. I would actually think even at putting it over here, just to get coins and points from other players. I mean, let's see what he's going to get. He's also got a lot of coins, so he's pretty much set to get a good tile on the next round, I think. Which is also pretty good. Right? Let's see what USA does next with their last. Alright. Contract, it's probably going to be one of these two. It depends on what I think if it takes this plan is to set up for the external work on the next round. The one that lets you fulfill a level 4 contract, but they already have this one, so it's kind of weird. I think I would have picked the other one, but maybe he's planning to produce on the next round. It's weak though. I would plan to produce on the 3rd round. Ooh, this is very good. Alright, 1 drop and 1 drop, and with the last one they will probably just get a coin. They don't need the spins because they have the spin income. So right now we have one player with the spin, with an income, and already getting a lot of points from a good position. Another player with an income, and also with loan agency, which is I think it's a strong asset to end your first round with. This player with elevation 1 and not much else, and this player with some points and not much else. So I would like to be in USA or Germany's shoes right now. The last one is probably going to go to the bank, right? Yeah. Okay, it's only a first round and I'm already 36 minutes in. So definitely I will not be able to close it up. Maybe I can do like 2 sessions. Maybe I can get home earlier tonight and I can do another stream tonight. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. It depends on the meeting that I have. Actually, I have to skip my lunch break today for this meeting too, so it's going to suck a bit, but we'll manage. We'll manage. So Swaxis scored 8 for the bonus plus 4 splitting up first and second position with friends. The tiles are Powerhouse 1. Somebody should definitely get this tile. Private Building 1, which sucks. And Elevation 2, which can be good in some games. I don't think in this game is going to be relevant, but we'll see. Swaxi's got a lot of coins, still got a very good contract. I think that Swaxi's plan right now is to set up for a base in the hills or even in the mountains, actually. I think he's set it up, yeah. Basically, this spot was pretty good because it sets you up for either a base here or a base over here. He's going to need lots of mechs, though, which are not easy to get with Germany, so I think probably his priority is getting this contract. I think it's pretty easy to fulfill it. He's not going to get anything out of this round bonus right now, but I think he can set up himself for probably a base over here, I think. That's his plan. I don't know if somebody else will steal it from him, but that's definitely his plan. El Bobo would, if I was him, I would probably just get spins and build another base. That would be my plan, definitely. If I was USA, I would like to keep going with the base rush plan. They need some more mechs. Yeah, I would like to continue with the base rush plan, I think. And if I was this guy, I honestly don't know at this point. He's got 3 coins. He might get some from the external works. Not really sure. This one, by the way, is very strong. Actually, I think that USA's plan is probably to take this one ASAP, thanks to this one. I mean, both of these are very good for them. Both of these are very good, but I still think this one is very good, and they probably should get Powerhouse 1. And they're the first one, so I think that that's definitely what is going to happen on the first action. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see if it's this one. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be that one. And this one is actually... Let's stop and talk about this play a bit. This one is very good in a base rush. When you're base rushing, you have time for building 2 bases and 1 other structure. Normally, sometimes you can go for 4 structures, but most of the time you go for 3. And most of the time, that other structure is an elevation. In this particular case, USA went for lone agency. In many cases, it's an elevation. And you actually have 2 grays to spare because you're building an elevation, you're building double base, and then you just need spins, and you pretty much waste those 2 grays. With this tile, they can have a very good base rush. They can base... I don't know if that's the plan, but if they take this one, I think it's a very strong plan. Yeah. Because at this point, they can build double base, elevation, and set up for a powerhouse for the next round, which is very good for tempo. Yeah, I think this is a strong play. I like it. They can also get some drops from down here. Even if somebody builds up here, they can elevate and still get 1 probably. So yeah, I think that's their strongest play. Again, I have no idea what Italy will do next. Let's see. One NG, they're going to build something. It's going to be a power plant. Building a... Yeah, they have no second base. So they're going to build a second base, actually. And it's going to be over here. I don't think it's a strong play. I think with Elevation 1, sometimes you have to do that, like building 2 times in the plains. But it's not ideal here because you already got the extra gray they need to build an elevation over here and still build like a powerhouse. Yeah, I don't like this play, but maybe they have to do it. Now they have unlocked at least the 3 coins income. So it's Swax. Yeah, let's see. He should definitely take this one. I don't see any other play here from him. Yeah. He's setting up for a good future. Let's just say that. This contract is actually instead very good for France, I think, here. Let's see if he agrees with me or not. It seems like he does. Yeah, that contract felt pretty good for them. They already have the 1 drop. They need the spins anyway. So why not producing to get those pins? It makes sense to me. This drop is not actually incredibly useful otherwise. Oh, USA also goes for this one. Pretty good. I would use it with this one to convert. No, actually, she needs more brown, so I would go for this one. I would. She will. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying she. They will still taking a brown here, because if you're going to go for a base rush, you need browns. So I would actually fulfill the right one. Instead, they fulfill the left one. They should still get a brown here. Let's see if... Yeah, they got the brown back. Right? Yeah, they got the brown back. Okay. Maybe they actually want to produce, since they're placing a powerhouse anyway, thanks to this tile. Maybe they want to produce, but when can they produce from? Down here? Doesn't seem like a very strong play, but maybe they actually want to produce and get this one. And this one is safer just because it's 3 energy versus 4 energy. I think that might be the play. Still a bit unsure about it. I don't know if I like his choice here. 2 engineers on the board. This is going to be an elevation to squeeze everything out, or is it going to be a powerhouse and then an elevation? By the way, I don't really like the way... Oh! +3? So they're going to be a lone agency with no coins? That's madness. I mean, it's good that somebody is actually contesting USA down here, as it was good that France contested Swaxis in the early production. I think this is something you see a lot, happening a lot in high-level plays, where players keep the other players honest. But yeah, I think it's... I don't know. I don't know about this play. I actually really don't know. Also, with Solomon, normally you want to save some coins. I'm really not sure. Why didn't he use the extra gray? He's going to elevate here, right? Why is he keeping the extra gray and is he paying 3 coins for that? I have no clue. Let's keep going. So Axis can produce. I don't think he's in a rush. I don't think he doesn't plan to get any point from here. So I think he's just going to go for spins here to set up a base. It seems like I'm playing exactly as he does, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I would definitely set up for a base. I think at this point I would set up for this one, because I secured the 2 extra workers contract, which are going to be brown for sure. And I think it's too difficult to set up for over here. No, this is not live. This is not live. This is a commented game. Live would be really hard to set up. I was able to do it with Grey Western Trail back in the days, but I was using Board Grain Fiesta, which is a different platform that it's not there anymore. Unfortunately, that used to run faster. BGA is a bit hard on my CPU, I think. So France is going to produce to get those pins. Makes sense. It's very risky not to do that when you really need the energy. By producing by a level 1 conduit, you really need the energy. So, yeah. And he's going to get the spins he's craving for. And actually, he's just 1 move behind Swaxis here to set up over here. Because I think that France's plan was to set up over here. I mean, no other plan would make sense to me with 4 browns they're going to have now. By the way, Jack this the best, whatever. Welcome to the fold. It's the first time that I see you commenting here. So El Bobo is just going to be a bit late, so he will probably set up like down here to get the drop. I would set up over here, probably. It's still better. This spot is normally very weak, in my opinion, and it's even weaker if you already have 1 base down here, so I will never set up over there. I mean, never say never. I would not set up over here. I think it's a weak spot in general, and in this game in particular for France, it's not ideal. I'm pretty sure at this point that Swaxis is going to set up over here, but maybe he will go over here. Um, Back to my favorite player, the USA one. Actually, they can set up over here, but they will probably just set up over here to set up a self-feeding production down here. Yeah, I think they will go over there. If it's not a base, I will be pretty surprised. Yeah, it's a base, and I think it should be over here. Let's see if I'm surprised, though. Yeah, it's over there. So France is actually in very dire straits here, because again, Soxis, I think, is going to set up over here. I'm talking about setup because most of the time, it depends, of course. This spot is normally very good for producing even in the mid game. This spot is sometimes good if nobody builds here, but it's actually pretty rare. And this spot becomes pretty bad late in the game. So normally, you actually do your final setup in the hills or over the mountains, depending on how the board develops. So your strong setup is in the hills, but you need spots down here most of the time to get a good economy going, unless you're going for early productions, of course. All right. So why in the hell did you save this single guy? I I I don't know. You would have gotten them back almost. I yeah. I just don't like Italy's play all game long here. I don't think he's playing a strong game. I don't mean that he's not a strong player. I'm just saying that he's not having a good time in this game, and the choices that he's making are not great. Swaxis is going to set up over here. Come on, I will be very surprised if he said what. I don't like this play at all. If I was France, I would snap a base over there. Like in 2 seconds. I would I don't agree with this one. I know that Swoxy said that he would go for a conduit rush, but this play is so risky. If I was France, I mean, France should go over there. I'm pretty sure that he's going to go over there. I see no other good spots for them, so that's what I would go for. It's pretty easy for them to get up to 8 browns. You have the 2 machines from the contract? What do you mean? I can still set up for a mountain spot. Yeah, no, but it's going to be very hard to get up to 10 instead of going up to 4. I still think that this spot is the best one for you. So I would have actually, I don't know why you were so scared that somebody would take the level 1 conduit here. I would have gone for this spot for sure. So El Bobo will build over here. I mean, there's again no other place where I would place it, so... Really? This is just bad. Why in the fuck is he going over here? He's already getting the drops from that are going to fall down from here. I mean, yeah, he set up for a level 3 conduit later, but yeah, it's another misplay, I think. I agree with you, Soxis. I think this is really this spot was just good. I know that he will have to pay for it in the late game, but it leads. France is very good at getting to 8 browns, and setting up for a level 4 conduit over there would have been the best. So yeah, I don't agree with his play at all. At this point, he's just going to go for an elevation and a powerhouse, I think. Still, yeah, not a good play here. Let's say what they're going to do next. I think I would have. I think I would have set up a powerhouse already, but maybe he's really looking forward to producing from here. Let's see. I'm curious here. This is an elevation that is going to go over here. Yeah. Over here was also pretty decent in my opinion. You can get another drop on the next round. But at this point, it seems clear to me that USA probably wants to build here, and this is good to set up for the self-feeding system over here. Yeah, after this play, this elevation here is not surprising. It's actually good. Let's see what Italy does next. To me, I mean, I don't know. I only know that Suxis is going to win. I don't know what the other guys are going to do, but come on! This is the second time in a row that Italy places 3 guys over there for no reason. I have no fucking clue. Yeah. I don't know. I think Italy is out of the game right here. I think it's going to be the last one by a considerable margin at this point. Again, I don't like France's play too, but at least they didn't waste a lot of guys on the bank. Swaxis got the brown manually. Um, he was going to do that anyway. Probably because he wants a lot of them. I still think that Swaxis is ecstatic to build over here. He wants to build 4 times again. Italy. Uh, I don't know. Okay. 5, 6, 5. He's got 5 structures, so he built only 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He built only 3 times in the first round. He didn't build 4 times, so it's not again. He's going to build 3 times in this round. I still think this is a very bad play. 6 engineers to build a structure. Not good on my book. I mean, I know that I might sound harsh, and also, again, it's a fast-played game. So in a fast-played game, it's very hard to optimize. I never play them. I'm not a fast player. A lot of people know about it. So I have something like 10 minutes left. After that, I will have to go. I will try to at least end this round, and I will actually be back. I think I can be back at around something like 6 and 6:30 or something like that. So I think I can actually be back and stream a bit tonight once again. I should be able to finish a bit earlier. So yeah, they are going. Oh, this is aggressive. It's once again a move that I don't really like. He's going to press Swaxis into producing, but Swaxis was not planning to use this dam anymore. So he's not like really doing anything with this powerhouse over here other than like spending 3 coins. Also, the final bonus it's at least 1 structure in every basin, so this is actively bad. It's better to place it like literally anywhere else. So once again, another move that I don't really like. USA will either go for a powerhouse now or for a base straight up, probably a base. Oh, he's got only 3 though. So he needs... Actually, he's going to... That's his plan. He's going to go for a powerhouse, produce, get the last brown, and go for the 4th base. Yeah. I didn't expect that PH, so I didn't see it. I made my first misplay here. Let's see. Does it mean that he does not produce? If Swaxis doesn't produce here, that's going to be pretty bad for him. Let's see. Italy is going to go for the 4th structure that only costed him 6 guys. Which is going to be a base, maybe? Or the conduit? It's just a base? Where? I refuse to comment anymore on Italy's game. I think he's so out of it. Yeah, if I was USA, I would produce now. Oh no, I'm Swaxis, so he's not producing. Oh, he said that it's going to be his first misplay. If he's not producing, that's actually pretty bad. I mean, I know he needs this one, but he still has time because USA needs to produce first. I think he risked this spot a lot, Swaxis, in this game, but he said that he would have been fine with the base over there, so it's alright. I still think this spot was by far the best for his gameplay overall. It's also easier to elevate. So yeah, I definitely think this spot was the best one by a considerable margin. I mean, he could have taken 1 gray to elevate over here too, but yeah. El Bobo should produce, but he doesn't. So, okay, Swaxis is not punished for his mistake. I have no clue why he placed, El Bobo placed this powerhouse over there. At this point, he's just weak. I had priority on base. I should have produced. Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Success. So let's wrap up this round real quick, shall we? They're going to produce and get the extra brown here. It's also pretty good because they're not going to lose points this round. I still think it's going to be hard for USA to produce on the next round, though. They may be able to set up for something over here and a level 4 Conduit, though. I think that's probably the plan. I would definitely need to produce if I was him on the next round because I really need to get something out of all the bases that I built. I mean, you also get economy, but you also want points out of them. So Swaxis is, of course, going to get, at least, at this point, it's double brown for sure. This little contract is, of course, great. Swaxis won't have drops over here on the next round, but he will probably at this point... Oh, he will go for the 4th Conduit and just get drops down here. So that's actually a very strong plan, I think. Yeah, it's double brown definitely, I think. I don't see any, yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. El Bobo gets 1 spin. Okay. Okay. And USA is going to build the last base, which is going to be down here, because down here would stop some water that might eventually drop down here. I don't think any drop will drop down here other than the ones that are going to be fed into it. But still, it's still better to place it down here. It's also annoying friends, and maybe you can get some water from these powerhouses. Probably not, but yeah. I don't see any reason not to place it down here, basically. So it should be down there, yeah. And he's going to unlock the extra coins. How naive would have been it was for me to think that I would be able to finish a whole video in 1 hour. So Axis is going to elevate here, pretty sure. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think Swaxis is pretty much set up at this point. It's a good plan, and he executed it well enough. But I also really like USA plan. I mean, once again, I know that Swaxis is going to win. At this point, it's pretty clear to me that USA are going to end up in the 2nd spot. France's plan is not really good, but he might do something with it. I honestly don't think Italy's plan is going to end up doing anything in this game. Probably will get a lot of points from structures, but that's it. France is going to take one of these low contracts and one of these 2, I think. Let's see if he agrees with me. What? That's a very speculative pick. I know that he can rush the 3rd powerhouse and maybe get some production, but really, yeah, whatever. Fine-ish. And everybody's done, right? Oh, there's one last guy from USA. I think USA can actually afford a contract here. Yeah. Yeah. But level 5 is enticing, but probably I would start going for points if I was in them. Yeah, getting a contract, I think it was the only thing. Otherwise, getting 1 mech would have been justifiable, but I think getting 1 contract felt pretty good. And it's going to be one of these 2. Yeah, it's a 10-1. He already got... Oh, he's got no contract, though. So maybe this one would actually have been pretty good. But yeah, there's that. So, end of the round. Very brief discussion on what is going to happen on the next round. Bobo is in the leading spot as far as points are concerned, but is pretty far behind on structures and on everything else. USA is in a very good spot. He doesn't have points, but he's actually in a very good spot, I think. He just needs to produce on this round, I think. That's the main thing I would be looking at right now. And yeah, Italy is pretty much already gone. Let's see. These three out. Actually, USA might try to get. Actually, no. USA is going to get this one. Italy will not have enough coins because of his previous plays. Maybe they will get enough coins though, thanks to the they will actually have enough coins, so they might steal this one. It would be a good move actually. If USA can get this one, they're in an amazing spot. Like getting this one over here, bonkers. Elevation is going to come out on the next round, and I think USA is still in the best spot to get it. They have lots of coins and coins income. Coins income is of course very good with loan agency too. So yeah, as far as Swaxi's plan, I would look at getting drops down here, and I would do that by getting the conduits. So he's basically building a level for conduit, getting drops down here, and going for production and going for other bases. I think at this point, he might look at this tile actually. He's definitely taking this tile if he can. I don't think anybody else wants it. He does have enough coins. He has this conduit tile that is going to make him have 8 extra coins. So I think he will go for this one. If I was him, ah, hmm, hmm. Maybe that's not feasible though. Maybe we just go for an elevation. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I have no time now to think about everything. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me. It was a fast first 2 rounds. Fast-ish. Not really fast. So if anybody's back, I will finish this game this evening, hopefully. Hopefully around 6:30 p.m. Central European time. It might be tonight later on though, like after 10 o'clock or something. It depends on where I finish my meeting and how many stuff I had to do. That's it. So thanks for sticking with me, and hopefully see you tonight, and see you. Bye bye.